The Thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Wow, West Coast has it by 6.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
3 of them are right together with 1 furlong to go.
Let's Go Racing is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Good morning and welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Danny Gibson alongside my wonderful co-host Dick Girardi. We're here at the Parks Racing third floor studio and we're here to discuss Kentucky Derby. It's finally the day. We're very excited. We have a great show that we're going to bring you. We're going to dive right into the Kentucky Derby, talking post positions and possible tactics. And the big news out of Parks Racing, our very own Brooklyn Strong drew in for trainer Danny Velasquez, along with some stakes action that we had recently at Parks Racing that just ran for our Pennsylvania breds, the unique Bella, the Paige McKinney handicap, with the ever so speedy Admiral Abe as our favorite. It is Kentucky Derby Day. I'm ready, I have my hat on, and I'm excited.
Yeah, you are ready, Danny. You're everywhere but in the grandstand where you belong today with the other 50,000 people at Churchill. They're holding the crowd down. Normally it's like 170,000. But yeah, how about this, a May Kentucky Derby after last year was September. You and I have been talking about this since January. The day is finally here, and at the very last minute, we got a serious curveball when last weekend all of a sudden they said, wait a second, Brooklyn Strong is going in the Derby, but he can't get in. There's too many horses in front of him. Wrong, he's in.
It's just a unique thing where a lot of horses defected and the points just kept moving up. And, you know, with the last horse, Caddo River, going out with the fever, it left him enough points to get in. And he drew post position number 3, which is a solid post position. He got jockey Umberto Rispoli, which a lot of you guys will remember him. He had ridden John Sadler's horse, Rock Your World. And I mean, it's just unbelievable. And I know a lot of people will be rooting for this duo.
Yeah, it's an annual contest of jockey musical chairs. And they took, as you said, Rispoli off Rock Your World for one of the great jockeys in the country, but Rispoli ends up on Brooklyn Strong, and that was the owner's choice. That was Mark Schwartz just said, I want Rispoli because of what had happened to him with Rock Your World.
Our very own Dick Girardi caught up with trainer Danny Velasquez right as Brooklyn Strong made his trip to Churchill Downs. Let's get to that story.
Dan, it's already been a strange trip. Let's just go back to this recent Saturday when all of a sudden the decision was made to try to get Brooklyn in. Explain.
Listen, the last 48 hours been absolutely crazy. I'm shocked. It's been utter chaos. We're just excited to go. I really feel like this time it's a different vibe. I feel like there's no pressure. I have nothing really to prove. We're just going to show up and try our best. And if our best is a win, fine. If it's not, we have nothing to prove. I'm just going to enjoy all the elements of the Derby. And I'm 37 years of age, and from what I understand, a lot of people wish they could get into the Derby, and here I am. So I'm just blessed to be in.
So tell us about how we got from it wasn't going to be in at all to all of a sudden, I know the owner called down to Churchill. Explain how all that.
Honestly, I almost feel like it's a little bit of a redemption story. We were so key on the wood, and I only had a 5-week camp to get in, and we were, in my eyes, we weren't 100% tight, but I went in there 100% confident because that's how I work. I work with confidence, and it just feels crazy because it almost feels like redemption. Like we're getting a second chance at this. And if it happens, it happens. But again, like I told you just a minute ago, if it happens, good. If not, I'm going to enjoy every minute of it.
Well, we certainly wish them all the best. And let's get to our post positions for the Kentucky Derby. Here we go. Number 1, Known Agenda gets the dreaded 1 hole. What are your thoughts on that, Dick?
Yeah, I don't think we know what that means, Danny, because we now have this 20-horse starting gate, right? It's only been the second year. Before, with the 2 starting gates, it was a clear disadvantage. I know Todd Pletcher wasn't thrilled to have the Florida Derby winner down there, but it's Irad Ortiz. He's going to win a Derby soon. He's been riding great for 3 years. Maybe today's the day.
If any jockey can do it, it's him. And Essential Quality does secure the 14 spot, which does make him our morning line favorite at 2-1. I'm sure Brad Cock took a big sigh of relief at that point.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a surprise when you saw him as low as 2-1, but I think the reason Mike Battaglia did that, Danny, is because Mattress Mac McInville, the furniture guy in Houston, has said he's got this promotion going, and he's going to bet 2, 3, or 4 million to win on Essential Quality, and Mike knew that when he made the line. So even at the Derby, you start betting 2, 3 million to win on a horse, the odds are going to come down.
I know our crew for Brooklyn Strong wasn't there for the draw, but there was some cheers for Hot Rod Charlie when he drew in the 9. I mean, Doug O'Neill, they were pumped, and they should be. They have a great horse.
That is a great story. It's 5 fraternity brothers from Brown University, former football players up there who got involved in this and got Doug, who's the perfect guy to hang with. And, of course, Doug is going for his 3rd Derby win in a decade.
Well, he definitely knows how to win the Kentucky Derby. Here's some more on our trainers on the big day. We were there to catch up with them.
After the Breeders' Futurity, you knew you were playing in the upper end of this of all the 2-year-olds, and you know, it's just gone from strength to strength, really. Obviously, one of the more interesting things in all 5 races, he's probably shown versatility in all 5 races, from being in trouble to being close to the pace to coming from off the pace to running in a sloppy racetrack. So, you know, adaptability and versatility is a real key, especially when you're getting ready to look at a 20-horse field and you know how things, you know, the Derby's the Derby, and you would like to think you have a horse that does not have to have things his own way, and that he's shown versatility, which is a major key.
Obviously, we're very happy with him. Very fortunate to be in the situation with Superstock. As you mentioned, he won the Arkansas Derby 2 weeks ago today. We're 1 week from the race. Thought he went over the racetrack extremely well. Horse's confidence level is at an all-time high, and obviously we're living the dream with him.
It tells you that a horse is confident.
I guess growing up in a barn.
If you look at him, he looks the part. He's a big, stout horse, and he looks like he can take the Derby trip. And you know, the Derby's notorious for being rough run, so he looks like the kind of horse that can kind of take a couple punches and keep coming at him. You know, everyone's going to be going the 1.25 miles for the first time here with 3-year-olds, so we just have to go into it with confidence, thinking that he's going to get the distance and show a good effort.
Dick and I are going to give you our Kentucky Derby picks later on the show, so definitely don't miss that. But Parks Racing was back with stakes action. We had the 2 Pennsylvania bred stakes, both ran 7 furlongs for $100,000. Let's start with the girls, the fillies and mares, in the Unique Bella. It was race 8 on Tuesday, and our favorite was Chub Wagon, 1-2. She got the 5-post and well-deserved favorite.
Yeah, 4 for 4, Danny, and really has not been tested for Lupe Preciado's. Filly was bred by Danny Lopez, and Danny's a part owner. Anybody that knows Jersey racing knows Danny from way back when. But she not only has won her 4 races, but she has dominated, including most recently in New York. She got a 99 buyer figure. She's really good.
She is fast. And our second choice was Ujai, 5-2 for trainer Mike Maker, and she's by the great Smarty Jones.
Yeah, in her last race, she was second to Latruska, and we know what Latruska did in her next race. So, yeah, she's pretty good on her best day, but is she going to be able to catch Chub Wagon?
Well, what a good group of fillies. Let's get to the call with Chris Griffin.
22-3. For that opening 1/4 mile, Chub Wagon lets it out a notch, and Chub Wagon is going to take him into the far turn, is up by a half length. Right to her outside is still I'm the Talent there, 1-2. Promise Storm getting a touch closer in 3rd. Ujai is being asked for the effort in 4th. Then Trolley Ride, Isabella Smile continues to trail. Still in hand is Chub Wagon, and Chub Wagon is quickly up by a length and a half, and she does it very easily. I'm the Talent in 2nd. Promise Storm is fully extended. Ujai's got to go from there. Trolley Ride, Isabella Smile, top of the stretch. Chub Wagon has not been asked yet. Chub Wagon is still 4 lengths clear. Promise Storm is running off from 2nd. Ujai down towards the inside of a tailing off. I'm the Talent. Trolley Ride, Isabella Smile from the back, but another dominating victory for the Pennsylvania bred Chub Wagon.
Chub Wagon did not disappoint to win by 7.5 lengths for trainer Lupe Preciado with just a beautiful ride by Joe Martorez.
Yeah, she's won her 5 races now, Danny, by 32 combined lengths. And when we talked to Lupe, we'll have in a second, but I said, what's next? He said, we're going to be looking for an open stake race in New York. And she looks like she might be good enough to beat just about anybody, because nobody's been able to test her so far.
I caught up with owner Danny Lopez, and he said this is the best horse that he's ever owned, and that's saying something.
Oh, my Lord. Yeah, because Danny has owned some big-time horses over in Jersey through the years.
Well, let's hear more from Guadalupe Preciado. Dick Girardi talks with him after the race.
Really, if you look the way he run, we don't know how much he can run, because he really nobody pushed her yet. You know, I mean, he go come in the day, he go run with somebody tougher, and we go find out what we got in there.
What do you think you have?
But right now, we think we got a nice filly, and what's the next time?
Well done by them. But let's get into our boys. The next race, the Paige McKinney Handicap, going 7 furlongs for $100,000. Now, you'll hear some crazy weights going on in here. Breezy Gus is our post-time favorite at 8-5, and he's going to carry 127 pounds.
Yeah, that's a serious number. He's won 3 straight for our man Danny Velasquez, who's already having a heck of a week, but has won and been impressive doing it. Just got loose in the lead, and nobody could catch him.
Second choice favorite is Admiral Abe at 5-2, and he's going to carry 129 pounds. This is a 7 furlong race. That weight's definitely got to make a difference when we're talking inches at the end.
Yeah, you would think. Look, 2 races back, Danny, this horse got 101 buyer, and it's owned by Steph Con Racing, which is Bill Conlon and my buddy Eddie Stefanski, who's the former Penn basketball great Sixers general manager, now the general manager of the Detroit Pistons, and Bobby Moscow trains Admiral Abe.
Well, let's get to the call of the Paige McKinney Handicap.
23-1 measured opening quarter there as Admiral A from the outside post did slow things down a bit, is up by half length now as Breezy Gus gets closer from second. These two start to separate just a touch as moving forward as Chili in Charge has taken the 3rd position in between rivals. At the rail still is Grab the Gold. Losing ground there was Brilliant Chase, got passed by Wait For It. Wait For It's in hand, is in the 5th position. This Cat Can Jump starts to launch a rally 6 lengths off the lead. Top of the stretch, Breezy Gus confronts Admiral Abe. Breezy Gus runs right on by. Admiral Abe is back to second. Here comes Chili in Charge, who finds room, is now rolling down the center of the racetrack with an 8th to go. Breezy Gus has the lead. Wait For It drops down to the inside. Chili in Charge is your new leader. Breezy Gus tries to come on back. Wait For It's got a ton of run down towards the inside. Here comes Wait For It. Wait For It.
Well, definitely an exciting finish. Wait For It comes flying at the end with a perfectly timed ride by jockey Anthony Nunez for Ed Coletti and our friends at Uptown Charlie Brown, and I know they were just thrilled.
Yeah, they were. This is such a neat horse, Danny. I mean, he's now a 6-year-old. He goes over $500,000. This is his 11th lifetime win, and 7-1 is a price. The reason I think he was that high, the last race just wasn't that good. And 7 furlongs, people were unsure, could he get up in time? Well, the answer, we just saw it.
Well, he loves the Parks racetrack, and a lot of people don't know this horse isn't even a sprinter. He's a 2-turn horse, so for him to do something, but the pace really set up perfectly.
It did.
And we have our winning trainer, Ed Coletti, with more on that.
Ed, I know this is one of your favorites. How cool is it to win another stakes with Wait For It?
It's awesome. I mean, he gives you everything he's got every time he comes out here. And, you know, we did the right thing. We freshened him up. Bob let me give him the time, and we got ready for the big race.
Well, that just puts him over $500,000 and counting. What does he have left? I mean, it's a long way to go this whole year. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we'll just hang by the PA Bred Stakes. You know, we got the race back at Presque Isle. Yep. And then I'm hoping it gives me enough time to come back here because I think it's like 30 days after going out there to come back here in the PA Bred race, but we're going to give it a shot.
Congratulations to both our Pennsylvania Bred Stakes winners. We're going to head to our first break, but when we come back, we're going to stick with our Kentucky Derby theme and take a walk back in time. So don't go anywhere on Let's Go Racing.
Secretariat, the winner of the 1973 Kentucky Derby.
Did you know the Pennsylvania horse racing industry provides health care and pensions for thousands of workers who in turn spend their income supporting local communities? And we do it with 0 tax dollars while creating tens of thousands of jobs.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now, and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action.
New to Pennsylvania, Tappett's most precocious son in the Mid-Atlantic, Tight 10, a brilliant graded 2-year-old and a 3/4 brother to the red-hot sire Constitution. Twice graded placed at 2, Tight 10 won his debut for fun, sired by America's 7-time leading sire Tappet, whose other sons include leading stallions Constitution, Frosted, Tappature, Tapazar, the sire of the great Monomoy Girl. Tight 10 entered stud in 2021 at the introductory fee of $2,500 live full. Jump on the Tappet train by booking your best mares to Tight 10 today.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. We're going to take a walk back in time where a very rare occurrence happened where 2 Kentucky Derby winners were bred Genuine Risk and Secretariat, and our very own Bruce Casella was back in Lexington, Kentucky back in 1982 to catch this, and more with that story.
In a small town outside of Lexington, Kentucky, on the grounds of Claiborne Farm, a rare occurrence took place. Secretariat, the winner of the 1973 Kentucky Derby, and Genuine Risk, the filly who stole the hearts of millions with her victory in the 1980 Derby, were bred together. The joining of the two Derby winners marks the first such occurrence in the history of thoroughbred racing.
I think the fact that it's the first time that one Derby winner has been bred to another is quite significant in itself. And it's a kind of mating that any kind of horse could come out of it. You know, whether it's a filly or a colt, you could have one of the most valuable thoroughbreds that was ever bred.
Bert Firestone, the owner of Genuine Risk, has had tremendous luck with Secretariat offspring. His latest is D'Accord, one of this year's early Derby favorites, and the cross between the two Derby winners is expected to be a good one.
Genuine Risk had a lot of speed, but she also had a lot of staying blood, being out of a Gallant Man mare. Secretariat being out of Something Royal and by Bold Ruler, who was a great sire and sire of sires. I think that with the Gallant Man staying blood and the speed that the Bold Ruler line produces, that the foal could be a classic type of horse.
Of course, the reason for this rarity is because there have only been two fillies to ever win the Kentucky Derby, Regret back in 1915, and then Genuine Risk a couple of years ago, and the owners are hoping that the foal will uphold the Kentucky Derby tradition. In Paris, Kentucky, Bruce Casella.
Well, that was really exciting to see those amazing two athletes come together, and Bruce Casella, you looked awesome back in the day.
Yeah, how about Bruce with hair, Danny? I mean, it's like we've known Bruce for a long time and we don't remember all that, but it was true. It happened. It was there.
It's amazing to take these walks through history on such a big day. Let's get into some national coverage. Our national coverage is brought to you by the Chapman Auto Group. If their emblem is not on the back of your car or truck, well, you certainly did pay too much. And let's start at beautiful Belmont Park. Our parks base trainer Tyler Service sends out Bank on Shay in the Affirmed Success, $100,000 for New York breds going 6 furlongs. Bank on Shay's not the favorite. He's 7-1. He got the 1 post, but our favorite is Captain Bombastic.
Yeah, trained by Chad Brown. I'm shocked that he would be the favorite in a New York race, but yeah, solid form, 4 for 10 lifetime, and has won over 400,000.
It's just a fun name to say. And Linda Rice has our second choice, Big Engine at 5-2 with Jose Ortiz.
Yeah, Linda Rice has been known to win some races, as has Jose Ortiz in New York.
Solid field in New York breds. Let's get to the call of the Affirmed Success.
Bank on Shay, what do you think now? They remain right together. Running with Scissors on the outside is in third, and in behind, Big Engine, and at the rail it is Captain Bombastic as the field comes for the top of the stretch in the Affirmed Success Stakes. And Bank on Shay is the leader here. It's Bank on Shay in front. What do you think now is running in second? On the outside, what do you think now? Getting closer now to Bank on Shay. Bank on Shay, what do you think now? The front two have 4 lengths on the rest of the field. Bank on Shay down on the inside is the leader here as they come on for the finish. Bank on Shay, what do you think now? It's Bank on Shay.
Well, huge congratulations to Bank on Shay and Tyler Service with the upset at 7-1 with our jockey, Kendrick Hummers.
Our man Kendrick, rail, speed, loose on the lead and gone, a 94 buyer figure, the best of his career to this point. And of course, Kendrick, we will see him later today on number 20, Bourbonic, his first shot at the Kentucky Derby.
We're rooting for you, buddy. But beautiful race. And sticking with our national coverage, let's get to Pimlico with the Federico Tessio, which is actually a prep race for our Preakness Stakes. This is 3-year-olds going 1 1/8 for $125,000. And our favorite is the Reds for trainer John Kimmel at post time 9 to 5.
Yeah, most recently 5th in the Gotham behind Wayburn. And this is a win and you're in. So if you win the race, all expenses paid to get into the Preakness the 3rd Saturday in May.
The husband and wife team, Sheldon Russell and Brittany Russell, had the second choice favorite, May the Horse Be With You, at 5-2, number 8 post.
You gotta love the name, right? May the Horse Be With You. It doesn't get any better than that. And as you said, that's a very strong group in Maryland. Brittany and her husband, Sheldon Russell.
The only thing would be better is if the horse ran on May 4th.
That would,
would be really
very helpful.
Let's get to Dave Rodman with the call of the Tessio Stakes.
Shackle Love and the Tessio leading the way. Shackle Love leads at 3/4 of a length from May the Horse Be With You. Controlled opening quarter 24.13. A break of 2. Accelerator is just in 3rd now, and Zertz on the outside in 4th. Here's the Reds out in the clear in 5th position, about 6 lengths off the pace, and then Hello Hot Rod saving ground. Another length and a half more. Royal Number and another 4. And Tis Mandate trailing the field. 5 furlongs left to go. Shackle Love a half length from May the Horse Be With You after a half mile in 48.12. 3 lengths back. Accelerator third. Zert's ridden for more in fourth. Hello Hot Rod still saving that ground, charging off at the far turn. And the Reds is in between horses, trying to charge on now and trying to move up. The Reds is racing in fifth position under a ride. On the inside is Royal Number, and Tis Mandate is well back. And so Shackle Love and May the Horse Be With You. On the outside now coming in earnest. Now they're head-to-head at the top of the stretch with Accelerator third, 6 furlongs, a minute 11.50. The Reds trying to move on the far outside is Royal Number into the stretch. 3/16 of a mile left to run. Here's Accelerator accelerating on the outside of the lead. Royal Number and the Reds trying to kick in between horses. The Reds is coming. Shifting out a bit is Accelerator. The Reds right at Accelerator. Accelerator the Reds. Accelerator just in front trying to hold off a surge of the Reds. The Reds keeps on coming. Photo finish. Accelerator the Reds.
Well, Accelerator crosses the wire first, but as you can see, there's a disqualification, and they do put the Reds up for interference in the late stretch.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is a Preakness possibility. It was only an 81 buyer figure. Somebody's going to have to run a lot faster. We'll see if John Kimmel, who's got a free ride, we'll see if he actually wants to come back and use it.
He even said he seemed a little uncertain after the post if he was going to come in. I mean, even the Reds, Victor Crosco, he was kind of leaning a little bit too. It looked like they were kind of both bumping, but I didn't have the head-on angle.
Yeah,
so.
I did watch the head-on. I'm not a big DQ fan. I didn't think there was a whole lot there.
I didn't think so either. Well, time to get to our second break. When we come back, we're going to have our jockey and trainer on the week. We will see you just on the other side of this break on Let's Go Racing.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided nearly 2,800 former racehorses with a safe retirement. The program was created through the foresight of the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association.
We all love animals, and to give back to something that helps us so much, it's a great thing.
Responding to the need for a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retiring equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
These horses can do anything from hunter jumpers to western to therapeutic riding.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
We want to make sure that our horses that have run so well for us over the years get the great opportunity to get a new vocation.
Out of everything that we've done in Pennsylvania for racing, I think that's the thing we can be most proud of.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please give us a call or contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Our Jockey and Trainer of the Week is brought to you by Turning for Home, our racehorse retirement program right here at Parks Racing. Well, our Jockey of the Week goes to Anthony Nunez, who got his second stakes win lifetime on Wait For It. I mean, it's been 2 times with that horse, and you just couldn't root for a better kid. He came back after a nasty spill, and he rides every day with a big smile and gives his best.
He's a cinch. Once he won that race, he was going to be the Jockey of the Week.
Absolutely. And our Trainer of the Week is Claudio Gonzalez, who we'll talk about in a little bit.
You're about to see why.
You're about to see why, but Claudio needs no introduction, and he's just very attentive with his horses, if you've ever noticed.
He's really good. He wins here, he wins in Maryland, he wins everywhere.
He certainly does. Well, let's head into a race recap and more on Claudio Gonzalez. Race recap is brought to you by the Pewter Stable. Check them out at pewterstable.com. A great partnership to become an owner today and be part of an exciting racehorse team. We are going to start with our race recap at Pimlico and the Weber City Miss. Claudio Gonzalez comes flying for the win with Miss Leslie.
Yeah, Miss Leslie's 9-1, Danny, and early on she is dead last, and you're thinking she's not going to get there. The big favorite is Hybrid Eclipse, the 4. She doesn't fire. Miss Leslie does fire. Wins at 9-1, and Exogen for our buddy Miguel Penaloza finishes a pretty solid 4th in this race.
She definitely does. You will not see a more pumped-up jockey than winning jockey J.D. Acosta. He was high-fiving everybody.
And this was the race right before the Tessio, and coming up is the King Leatherberry right after the Tessio one.
Love it.
At the Pimlico.
Well, the King Leatherberry, don't blink your eyes because it'll be over in a flash, the 5 furlongs, and what an exciting race it was.
And it's very cool that they named a race after a man who's still very much alive, the great Hall of Famer King Leatherberry down in Maryland. And this is really a 2-horse race, Danny, from the start. Francatelli to the front, the 7 horse at 7-5, chasing his completed pass for our man Claudio Gonzalez, and completed pass is going to go right by into stretch to win this with a 96 buyer figure.
Angel Cruz was full of horse. It was just ready when to hit the gas, and boy, he really came flying at the end, all heart. Once he was straight, he was winning. So congratulations. That certainly makes Claudio Gonzalez our Trainer of the Week. We're going to head into our final break, but don't go anywhere because there's lots of Kentucky Derby talk more, and you're going to get picks when we come back on Let's Go Racing.
It's Hot Rod Charlie to win the TwinSpires.com Louisiana Derby.
Looking to join the thrill and excitement of thoroughbred racehorse ownership? Pewter Stable can get you started. With more than 25 years of experience under the leadership of Greg and Kate DeMasi, Pewter Stable is one of the industry's leaders in racing partnerships, winning hundreds of races and millions of dollars at racetracks all over the Mid-Atlantic, including New York. No markup, no management fees makes our partnerships unique and affordable. We are Pewter Stable.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now and you'll be automatically enrolled in a Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action.
New to Pennsylvania, Tappett's most precocious son in the Mid-Atlantic, Tight 10, a brilliant graded 2-year-old and a 3/4 brother to the red-hot sire Constitution. Twice graded placed at 2, Tight 10 won his debut for fun, sired by America's 7-time leading sire Tappet, whose other sons include leading stallions Constitution, Frosted, Tapiture, Tapizar, the sire of the great Monomoy Girl. Tight 10 entered stud in 2021 at the introductory fee of $2,500 live foal. Jump on the Tappet train by booking your best mares to Tight 10 today.
Well, welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Our final segment is brought to you by the Granny Fund. Our Granny Fund assists our continuing education here for our wonderful backstretch community. Well, the Pat Day Mile is coming up, and one of our parks trainers has a horse in the race.
Yeah, Maria Montoya has a horse in the race called 3-2 Zone, and interestingly enough, is ridden by our man Kendrick Carmouche in the Pat Day Mile, and of course Kendrick will be in the Derby later on with Barbonic.
Definitely rooting for them, and time to get to our Kentucky Derby picks. Dick, let you go first.
All right, I can do that. I'm liking Hot Rod Charlie here. I'm not in love. I don't have like a California Chrome or a Justify that I know is going to win. I'm not there. In a perfect scenario for me, Hot Rod Charlie's loose in the lead or very close coming out of the first turn. Doug O'Neill's won the race twice. I always like to find guys that have won it, and I'm a huge Flavian Pratt fan. He will ride the horse, so Hot Rod Charlie for me in the Derby today.
I feel the same way. I don't think there's one cinch, and I was a huge California Chrome fan. I'm going Soup and Sandwich, post 19 with Tyler Gaffalione and trainer Mark Hasse. They did not have the best of luck a few years ago at War Will, but I think it's going to set up perfectly for them. I think they're going to be able to be on the outside and get that closing finish. And Soup and Sandwich, it's grilled cheese and tomato soup for me. Well, that wraps us up. Good luck to you guys in the Kentucky Derby today. Come check us out at Parks Racing. We're here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday and Wednesday post is 12:55. Tuesday we have a special post time at 12:35 to go with our Fox Sports 2. We look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you so much, and let's go racing.